Hey, this is Joe Gilder from HomeStudioCorner.com. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to share with you one of the best mixing tips I ever got. And I got it early on in my mixing career where things were just not going very well. I would pull up tracks and nothing would turn out the way I wanted it to, and I wasn't sure how. So I've been there. And I'm still there in some ways. Some days mixing just doesn't work as well as other days. But here's one of the tips that has tremendously helped me, and it applies to every single mix I ever do. And it's really simple. High pass filter. If you don't know what a high pass filter is, you are missing out. High pass filter, if you're looking at an EQ, here's your EQ. Here's the line. And then the high pass filter just looks like this. It's just a filter that rolls off low frequencies. So it lets the high frequencies pass and it rolls off the lows. It's also called a low cut filter. That would make more sense, but for whatever reason we call it a high pass filter. High pass filters are fantastic because they help you get rid of a lot of that muddiness and unnecessary rumble that you end up recording on a lot of your tracks. Even if you record them well, there's still going to be some boominess down there that just doesn't help the mix. Now, if you don't get rid of that boominess, then it's going to build up and it's going to make your mix sound muddy and it's going to lack a lot of clarity. So when I do a mix, almost every single time, with very few exceptions, I'll put a high-pass filter on any track that's not a bass instrument. So if it's not the bass guitar or the kick drum, pretty much anything else gets a high-pass filter of at least, as low as maybe 40 to 50 hertz or as high as 150 to 200 hertz. Where you put that depends on the track. So just listen to it and find a good spot to where it takes care of some of that rumble that might be there, but it doesn't really change the tone of the instrument too much. One of the biggest culprits of the where'd that boom come from disease is acoustic guitar. Okay, acoustic guitars are great, but they actually produce a lot of low frequency information. And when you're listening to the track, you may not realize it's there, but you'll be listening to your mix and you'll think there's just some boominess there. And you adjust the kick drum and the bass and it's still there and you don't know what the problem is. Problem is that stinking acoustic guitar. It's just letting out a little extra boom that you don't even know is there. Slap a high pass filter on it, roll it up to maybe 100 hertz even, and then listen to everything just get much clearer, much less muddy, and just much more awesome. This is probably one of the best tips I can give you. If you held a gun to my head and said, give me your best tip, this would probably be it, because it can just work wonders on your mixes. Go try it. Next time you're mixing a song, if you haven't been using a high-pass filter, go try it. If you have been using a high-pass filter, remember how awesome it is and make sure you continue to use it in the future.